streaming live. Full Velocity TV begins now.
Good evening and welcome to another rendition of Full Velocity Racing Network. Tonight we got in store for you the Big Dog 100 live from Limaland Motorsports Park, Lima, Ohio. And we got the mighty modifieds here going for 100 laps will be the distance. Yes, we do have payouts here for the Big Dog 100. Dirt-series.com putting this one on here tonight. I got alongside of me Ron Piles. Ron, it's great to have Raging Ron back here alongside of me here on Full Velocity Racing Network. New widgets, new things going on here at Full Velocity Racing Network.
Yeah, definitely a lot of exciting things coming here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. Got the, like you said, the modifieds here at the Limaland Motorsports Park here in the wonderful Lima, Ohio. 3 heat races, looks like, on deck tonight, and looks like they may possibly do a pole dash. We've got a warm-up session there. We'll see if they use it for that, if they're going to do a burn-in before that 100-lap feature kicks off here tonight. So heat number 1 is going to hit the track here very shortly. Wonderful weather here for this race here, the Big Dog 100 in the Dirt Modifieds here on iRacing.com tonight.
Definitely wonderful weather. It looks like they are going to hit the grid here already for heat race number 1. Going to get ready to lock and load for heat 1 as these guys are starting to enter the track.
Yeah, definitely going to be a good heat race here coming up here. Looks like I got the grid here. Looks like the 38 machine of Tyler Walton is going to be on the inside of row number 1. Jamison Colbridge is going to be outside of row number 1, starting in that second position on the 199 machine. Inside of row number 2 will be the number 3 machine of Aaron Duvall. Outside row number 2 in the number 4 spot will be the number 09 of Joshua Ely. Inside row number 3 is going to be the number 73 of Andy R. Jones. Outside of him, his dancing partner will be the 29 of Austin McGlone in the 6th position, and starting shotgun on the field will be the number 16 machine of Chris Lowen.
These guys are pacing around the speedway here in Lima, Ohio. It's going to be a really fast pace here. It's going to be, I believe, right around 10 laps will be the distance. I'm looking to see what timing the scoring is going to say. They're out there pacing here for heat race number 1. And it's Tyler Walton getting the green flag here off of turn number 4, just waiting for them to put the lap down. Green flag's in there. 12 laps will be the distance here in heat races. It is Tyler Walton down to the inside. Jamison Goldbridge up to the top shelf in that 199.
Yeah, 12 laps of distance here, as you were saying. It looks like we're going to have a battle for the 3rd and 4th spot there. It looks like the 38 machine is going to check out to the lead of Tyler Walton. And so the 23 machine, or 73 machine, excuse me, of Andy Jones is going to try and work under the 09 machine of Joshua Ely. And that battle is heating up as we got a battle for the lead as Jamison Colbert trying to stick his nose under the 38 of Tyler Walton. And they're going to run door to door coming through. It's like turns 3 and 4 there. Definitely a good battle for the lead. And looks like the 09 machine is going to jump to the high side. Jamison Colbert's going to make a little contact with the 38 machine as they're coming off of turn number 4 to the start-finish line. So definitely hit a good battle for the start. This heat race number 1 here at Limaland Motorsports Park.
Yeah, fantastic race going on. Thank you to Eric Eichstad for noticing my microphone has been messed with. Kids around the house messing around with my microphone. This should sound a heck of a lot better. The 38 of Tyler Walton still leading this event. Tyler doing a fantastic job in that number 38 machine. The 199 of Colbridge is being heavily pressured by the number 3 machine, or the number 09 machine, excuse me, of Joshua Ely there. As Ely now drops to the top side of the speedway, dropping down to the bottom is Colbridge. Side-by-side battle for the lead here. Colbridge slides up in front of the 38 of Walton. Walton fires back down to the inside.
Meanwhile, these guys battling on the bottom side of the speedway. They're going to get together and get out of shape a little bit. That's going to hand the lead over to Joshua Ely on the high side. The 09 is going to move on, and they are still clinging together. There's the 38 is going to go around the 199 of Jamison Colbridge. Looks like he might claim the 2nd spot. He may get an EOL for that incident as well. Those two drivers might make their way to the back of the field and have to work this back up with, looks like maybe 3 to go when the green flag comes back out.
Yeah, both of those drivers we're staying right into the throttle. Colbridge and Tyler Walton, they both wanted the same inch of real estate out there. It just wasn't happening for those two drivers, and around goes the 38 of Tyler Walton there, and the 199 of Colbridge unfortunately was involved in that one, but able to motor it on. Not to say for Tyler Walton. Walton is going to be to the tail.
Yeah, Walton to the tail. It's it's early in the night. Everybody's going to make the A main here. It's, as far as what I could tell, quite a good number of drivers in the pits. A lot of good names here. Tyler Walton looking like he's going to have to fall back to the back of the field a little bit there with them. We'll see what happens here on this restart. See if Tyler Walton and Jamison Colbridge work their way back up there. See how that's going to go. And look, they put Jamison Colbridge back up front there and leave him there. Maybe we'll see here. I see an EOL come out for him as we are 1 to green and 2 laps to go. So going to be a short shootout here at the end. We'll see if attrition picks up. Definitely going to be something to see. Definitely battling for starting spots here in this heat race as we are going to go green flag racing here. Jamison Colbridge back to the gas, and it's going to allow the 09 machine of Aaron Duvall to get back to it here. And see if, or Joshua Ely, excuse me, back up here to it and see if he can run down the 199 on the outside as he was doing there prior to that caution coming out. As we're going to come across the line here. It's like maybe take one shot at it there, and that should put that one down as the 199 of Jamison Colbridge going to pick up the heat win there.
Heat race number 2 going to go away like this. Starting on the pole, the number 83 of Josh Smith, Zach McSwain. The number 20 starts on the outside of him. Third is the number 27 of Mike Vanagan. James Mead rolls off in the 4th position in the number 1, Daryl Litterall. The number 68, he rolls off 5th. Rolling off 6th is Brandon Bolton, and Eric Tupper rounds out your 7-car field. We called for 7 cars out there. We indeed have all 7 cars and cannot wait to see what's going to happen here tonight with heat race number 2.
Yeah, heat race number 2 about to take the green flag. Green flag is out, and that is going to allow the 83 machine of Josh Smith to dive to the inside, taking the early lead at turn number 1. We're going to see if the 20 machine of Zach McSwain can make a run on the outside. He's going to get shut down by the 83 of Josh Smith. The Smith slides up the racetrack to the top side of the track, going into turn number 3. And we are going to be 3 wide coming off of turn number 4 for 3rd place. And now that battle is now for 4th place. We're 3 wide, 1st, 2nd, 3rd through 6th position there coming off turn number 2. Josh Smith still your leader, and they are side by side all over the place. Wonderful racing, almost 4 wide off of turn number 4 to the flag stand. And you know, it's starting to look like what happened in heat number 1. We're just hoping nobody else gets crossed up like they did in the first race. It looks like the 20 machine had to back out of a little bit because of another battle that somebody had slid up the side. They wanted to run the high side to that corner. As we're going to come down here, going to be lap 4 of 12 currently, so still 3 wide for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. And we had a battle for the lead between the 83 of Josh Smith, and it looks like the number 124 of Brandon Bolton on the bottom. So battling all over the speedway right now as far as for position right now for the starting positions for the A main.
And definitely a lot of heated battles throughout there. 3 wide for the 3rd spot. Lurall down on the bottom side, the 1 of James Mead, and the number 20 of Zach McSwain up to the top shelf of the speedway, trying to make something work right there in lockstep behind the number 83 of Josh Smith, who was in indeed a battle with the 124 machine of Brandon Bolton. Bolton right now able to capitalize on the bottom, making that bottom side work. 4 wide here for that 3rd spot. Look at those guys digging down onto the bottom side. Daryl Lurall now up to the 3rd spot for a moment here, so now he's back into the middle of the 3 wide battle, but Literal now fighting with the number 20 machine of McSwain. McSwain right now holding on to the spot, but Literal down to the bottom.
Yeah, Brandon Bolton holding on strong, and we're going to have a caution here late in the going of this one's going to collect the 83 of Josh Smith, the 68 of Literal, also the 115 of Eric Tupper, and also look like maybe the 27 of Vanagan. Just, you know, hard racing there, and somebody got in the corner, crossed up a little bit, and it's not hard to stack them up here at this Limaland Motorsports Park. Definitely, even in real life, it happens like that. Stuff happens, and there's, you know, this track definitely one in real life to be a great track, mostly for sprint cars and some stock car action. Definitely getting around on the bottom. Modifieds usually end up on the top side. Some nights moisture rolls around this racetrack pretty well, and we can roll off the bottom pretty well. But definitely, you know, it's a selection of gear, and with this being a fixed setup here, it's hard to kind of get around this track. So definitely seeing these guys battle and being able to put on a show like they're doing now, you know, I feel like this track may go away later, but we'll see how Dirt Series has prepped the track tonight and see if they can get this keep this racing action great throughout the A-Main. As through this heat race, it's definitely staying pretty strong.
As it did say, if something does go awry, they are going to be able to go ahead and reset the track state, as the checkered flag is going to, I believe, fly for these guys here momentarily, as they're still pacing there. It looks like Bolton going to take down the victory here in heat race number 2. Second's going to go to McSwain, Zach McSwain, James Mead, and Josh Smith. Going to round out your top 4. Mike Vanagan, Daryl Lurall, and Eric Tupper is your 7-car field as they finish this one here under yellow flag for heat race number 2.
Yeah, heat race number 2 in the books. One more heat race down before we get into a warm-up session. Not sure if they have anything special planned for that, but after that warm-up session, we will go into a 100-lap A-Main here with the Big Dog 100. Definitely a special event here tonight for the Dirt Series modified drivers who have registered and showed up for this event. So I want to thank all of them for coming out and allowing the Dirt Series promoters to ask Full Velocity Racing Network to come in and broadcast this. So thank you guys for that. And hopefully you guys are having as much fun hosting this as we are sitting here announcing and commentating for you here in the booth. Those heat number 3 is going to start rolling around the track here and get their pace lap underway. And we're going to go ahead and get on through the grid with the number 92 machine of Cody Herron starting on the inside the front row. Outside of him will be the number 13 of Todd Frolick. Starting inside row number 2 will be the 331 of Dustin Hall. To his outside will be the 19 of Shane DeVolder. Starting in the third and final row in this heat race is the 15 of Caleb Ramsey, and shotgun on the field would be the number 07 of Jack Rates. 12 laps is the distance here. We will be going green flag racing off of turn number 4 this time as the iRacing.com official pace truck going to pull down onto the apron of the racetrack, and we are green flag racing here, and it looks like the 25 machine is going to jump out to the early lead here. That's an aggressive chassis car there. It's not quite on my list here, so we'll see who that is going to be, because that number did not ring a bell.
As we're looking through here, the number 92 of Heron is in the lead here in the top spot, but the number 25 machine, as we're looking through here, the 25 machine being driven by, looks like Todd Frolick in the 25 machine, not conducive to the numbers that we're showing here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We're going to call him the number 13 here. So we see 25 out there on the screen, an aggressive, nice paint scheme. But the number 25 out there running in that second spot.
Yeah, it's going to be the number 13 machine, like you said. It's definitely kind of throwing a loop there, but 92 of Cody Heron out in the lead. Third place Creighton Wells and Shane DeVolder, and good battle for that position is sitting here keeping an eye on it there. Second, third, and fourth battling for that second spot right now is the 19 machine. DeVolder is going to jump to the outside. Nice 3-wide battle. The 25 machine holding the middle. It's going to be the 13 actually, and then we got the 33, it's like a 33D machine down there. It's 331 in Dustin Hall. So, I mean, it's a smaller one down there. Just the outline, some of these custom members that they've been able to add to this iRacing is going to take some getting used to, but definitely glad to see it finally. Right now I got 13 machine on the outside and the 331 on the inside battling, looks like for the 5th position there, third, 4th, and 5th position, because Jack Wrights is coming into that battle as well, as he's trying to run the very, very solid bottom with 5 to go in this heat race. As we're coming around here, still going to have your leader out front, the 92 of Cody Heron. We got that three-way battle going on back here for 5th. They got the 331, the 07, and the 13 battling here. They haven't really quite changed lines yet. They're staying pretty solid to where they think they're going to be at, and to be honest, the 331 there got a little loose, and he pitched that thing in the corner and was able to get around the 13 machine there. The 13 machine got in the wall a little bit, and that's going to bring him back into the clutches of the 07 machine of Jack Wrights.
Yeah, definitely a fantastic battle going on, like you said. Jack Wrights in the number 07 machine trying to make his way up through the field. But meanwhile, up front, it's been all of Cody Heron, Shane DeVolder running in that second spot in the number 19 machine of 331. And Dustin Hall's made some headway here as we get white flag out here. One more trip around the Speedway, sponsored by Dirt-Series.com. The one to go here at Limaland. Down into turn number 3. The number 19 digs it down to the bottom. Gets a tad bit loose. May lose a spot. Nope. Not going to be had. It's going to be Cody Heron, then Shane DeVolder, then the 331 of Dustin Hall, Todd Farley, Jack Ritz, and Caleb Ramsey round out your 6 cars.
Yes, that is going to do it here for us as heat race action has completed. Heat race action moving through very fast tonight. These guys at the Dirt Series not playing around as far as getting this show moving. Definitely coming out here. They've reset and reworked the track down to 15%. So definitely come out here and did some track work, did a little farming, get this track back in shape here. Definitely seeing some fantastic racing so far. 100 laps. I figure this track's going to cycle 5 or 6 times throughout that 100 laps. Hopefully we can keep her clean and green and see what they can do with it, because after seeing that last heat race, it seemed like it was starting to fade a little bit. The racing was still fantastic up until probably about the very end there. But then again, the attrition and the anticipation and patience of some of these drivers was starting to wear out as they were running out of laps. So, you know, anticipation and trying to get things set to go probably played a factor. And that was, looks like we're going to rework the track here a little bit. And they brought some of that rubber back up from the bottom. So we're sitting at about probably a little over maybe a fifth of what they have as far as grip is going to go here in this A main. We'll see if they let them run some of it down in this warm-up session and burn the track in. Come out here, get a couple things tweaked here and there, just see if they can get these cars back where they can handle them a little better. Some of the guys that ran in the back, get them some time to get used to the setup a little bit, as they run a pretty tight shop down here as far as tech goes. If it's off just a little bit, they won't let them come out. So they got to get that thing put down there just a little bit. So, you know, the Limaland Motorsports Complex, their Motorsports Park, they're I think they're waiting and trying to figure out what they're doing with the the deal here. But they're gonna let the cars come out here. Looks like they're gonna do some warm up. Let these guys burn the track in a little bit, get some of this wear back where it belongs. Put some more rubber down, get the cushion built up, let them get a feel for this setup. Heat races were pretty phenomenal, but like I said, this Limaland Motorsports Park's got a nice little special characteristic to it. I go here on a weekly basis throughout the summer, the actual track in real life, so it's something to see, something to come out and watch. It's usually a fairly quick show. They run 3 classes here, usually on a weekly basis. Usually run a modified class, the UMP modifieds. They run the UMP dirt street stocks, and they also have a sprint car series, but it's 360s that they run up there. Not too big on the sprint car side of things, but I will. They're fun to watch whenever they have quite a good bit of cars show up. It's a good class and it's fast.
Definitely great watching these guys go around here and just working over the track and watching these guys go to work. Just watching James Mead here on the screen, clicking through, letting everybody out there on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live just see what these guys are going through, see some of the new widgets that we have here involved here on Full Velocity Racing Network. And oh man, it's just a whole new world here. It's just fantastic to see a lot of those different stuff that's going on here, and it's great to see the modifieds back. Indeed, I have not seen the modifieds in quite some time, as these guys are down through warm-ups. So going to take some rides around with these cars, and man, the one that James Mead flipping upside down, but cannot wait. Big Dog 100, 100 laps is the distance here tonight, and oh man, I don't know who's the favorite's going to be here tonight. A lot of heavy hitters tonight.
Yeah, it's going to come down to setup-wise, I believe. Another thing, it looks like probably the first dirt modified full velocity network, or full velocity racing network modified series or modified show in quite some time, like you said. We also have the Harm Motorsports Dirt Modified Money Series Tour coming up. That's a $2 entry fee. Go to harmmotorsports.com and check out the entry link there and pay your entry there. It starts on Monday, April 1st. Kicks off Monday. You can come into Harm Motorsports, and if you have any questions, you can email us. But another question here from the admin, Todd. If you're ready, we could go ahead and kick this national anthem off and get ready for this 100-lap A main.
Yeah, definitely. As we're getting ready to honor this great nation and the playing of our national anthem, we ask everybody to stand up, and gentlemen, remove your hats and headgear for the playing of our national anthem.
Got it. Message him back.
And now we're back here from the national anthem here at Limaland Motorsports Park, and getting ready to go on with the Big Dog 100. Again, 3 cars. The top 3 here tonight will enter a payday. Also, the guy who is the hard charger of the event will make it into some type of the money here this evening. We're getting ready for the starting grid here. Full Velocity Racing Network Big Dog 100 is going to start off like this. Starting on the pole, driving the number 199 machine. That's Big Country himself. That is Jamison Colbridge. His dance departed to the outside. Driving the 124, that's Brandon Bolton.
Starting inside row number 2, in the third position will be the number 92 of Cody Heron. To his outside, his dancing partner will be the 09 of Joshua Ely.
Inside row number 3, starting in the 5th starting position, driving the number 20 machine here tonight. That's Zach McSwain. And his dancing partner to the outside, driving the number 19. That's Shane DeVolder.
Starting inside row number 4, in the 7th position is the number 73 of Andy Jones. To his outside in the 8th position is the number 1 of James Mead.
Rolling off in the 9th starting position, driving the 331, that's Dustin Hall. And outside of him, driving the number 38, that is Tyler Walton. Walton aboard the number 38, rolling off 10th.
Starting inside row number 6, in the 11th position is the 83 of Josh Smith. Outside of him, his dancing partner in the 12th position is the number 13 of Todd Frolick.
Rolling off in 13th, that's Austin McGlone. And Mike Vanagan rolls off 14th. 15th is Jack Ritz. Aaron Duval rolls off in 16th. 17th is Literal. Caleb Ramsey is 18th. Chris Lowen, Eric Chupper, row 10. That is your starting grid for the Big Dog 100. And green flags out, and we already got carnage over in turn 1.
That we do, and it looked like we had a couple of cars get sideways there off of the start. Looked like not ready for this one. Some of the guys might have got a little crossed up there trying to get going, so definitely something that, it's not always something that you can prevent here in the simulator. Is sometimes you just want to get going a little too soon, and looks like we're going to have the 09. The 09 got going pretty good there, so the 19 machine was a little slow. That's going to be Shane DeVolder as he rocked the car, tried to get I guess he tried to anticipate the start, and the 1 machine there got into him a little bit, trying to get rolling. So that's going to be James Mead going to get into the 19 machine of DeVolder and going to turn him down. That's going to collect the 73 and the 331. And that's going to bring out your first caution. Your Andy R. Jones and Dustin Hall involved in that. So our first caution here at the Limaland Motorsports Park happening at the very beginning of the race, so we've got a long way to go, 97 more laps to go here. As long as we keep it clean and green, this should not take long to roll through. We'll see what happens here as far as have double file restart at first, and we'll roll through that, get everything taken care of here, make sure the admins get who they want moved around, or if they restack the field. I doubt they'll do that. I think they'll let iRacing handle that. So have the 124, looks like he might go to the point. So Brandon Bolton going to be your current race leader. Jamison Colbridge going to be on the outside. So we got 1 to green here. So next time by, we're going to go green flag race. Looks like the green flag is going to fly here. And back to green flag races. The 20 machine is going to get in the wall on the outside here. Zach McSwain getting into the wall early, but no caution yet. So we're going to stay green flag racing here. You have your leader up there, Brandon Bolton, still in the lead. Jamison Colbridge is going to challenge him on the inside. So definitely some battles going on the racetrack right now. 3 wide, looks like for the 6th, 7th position back there. So some good battles going on throughout the field here, but definitely looks like biggest battle is right now for the lead. The 38 machine is going to go around in the back. It looks like that's going to happen in turns 1 and 2. No caution yet, so able to stay green. The green flag racing after a little bit of contact. There's with this track being so small, we're seeing some of the field start to. They're about half a track, about straightaway behind them right now. So leader about a straightaway behind the last place car in the field at the moment. And Aaron Duvall got a little loose there, and looked like the 13 machine almost had to slam on the brakes a little bit back in the back of the field here. So still looks like we're gonna get spread out a little bit here, but these guys are gonna be battling hardcore for race. And we have a caution here. It looks like Aaron Duvall got crossed up, and he collected another machine there. This is going to happen, it looked like turn number 3. Let's see what we got here.
Yes, we got Aaron Duvall in that number 3 machine already with the replay there. He got crossed up with contact. Looks like from right around, we're going to do a real quick instant replay. Looks like the 27 of Mike Vanagan making the contact as he drifts up the track into the 3, getting the 73 of Andy Jones involved in that one. But the 3 got the worst end of the stick there. Aaron Duvall hard into the outside wall. Going to have to get it fired back up and join the tail end of the field in that number 3 machine.
Yeah, doesn't look like there's a whole lot of damage to the car. Just a little bit of cosmetic damage there. Just gonna bring it back here to the back of the field and make sure you can continue on there. Looks like he may have went a lap down trying to let the field get back by so as to get that wave around and bring the car back around here. Definitely not something that's uncommon to happen at the Limaland Motorsports Park even on a regular Friday night here in Lima, Ohio. So, you know, these cars take up a lot of track and not a whole lot of space for anybody to do anything. They're going to give us one more lap at caution here. It looks like Josh Smith's going to run race control here up to another lap of caution to make sure we get everybody caught up back to the back of the field. So 1 to green here, and next time by, you're going to get a green flag for your leader, Brandon Bolton, in the 124. So we'll see if the 199 of Jamison Colbridge has anything for Brandon Bolton on this restart.
You can see the drop-down order on the screen to pick where your favorite driver is running as of right now. We're getting ready to go back to green flag racing, though. Off of turn number 4 is Bolton and Colbridge here, leading them down. I believe they're going to go to green flag this time by... Nope. The iRacing.com pace truck staying out for one more lap. Looks like yellow just immediately came back out. Now it's going to be extinguished. So we're going down the back straightaway. Again, it is Bolton and Colbridge, your top two as of right now. And then you got the number 92 machine and the 09 of Ely in the second row, the 19 and 20 in the third row. Green flag's going to fly where he got the hammer down the front straightaway. Limaland, Ohio, or Limaland Speedway, Lima, Ohio, where the 124 of Brandon Bolton takes over the lead. Oh, contact made between the 92 and the 199 machine. That's the aggressive move by the number 92 of Herron, as Herron now moves into that second spot.
Yeah, Herron going to move into that second spot as well. Brandon Bolton's trying to set the pace on the field right now. The 19 machine of Shane DeVolder trying to high side here on the 92 of Cody Herron, but it's not quite working yet. But this track is ever so changing ever so much, and they're going to, this track's going to continue to change throughout the night. And we'll see if Brandon Bolton can hang on to that run on the bottom all night, or if the track's going to end up sliding up to the high side in the middle of the corner. See if anything can develop to the center, or if there's anything to the back, depending on how it goes. And it looks like we're going to fall under caution here one more time at the Limaland Motorsports Park, and we'll see what happens here or why the caution's out. Looks like it may have involved maybe the 199 of Jamison Colbridge.
It might have been the 199 of Colbridge. Not sure what brought out this yellow flag as we're feverishly looking at it, but I think it was Colbridge here going around in a knot as he was trying to quickly catch the field. He might have caught one of them uke tires down the bottom of the speedway, putting them around. But we're taking a look, and it looks like I'm not sure, Ron. It might be a phantom caution. I don't see him go around. Oh, yeah. Maybe enough right there. I don't know.
I'm looking here, and he net coated in the middle of, looked like maybe turn 1, and then he didn't reappear until turn 4. So I'm going to say it was phantom caution because he disappeared and he was gone for a moment there. So now he's back. Car's solid. Looks like there's no flashing. So I'm going to say iRacing said he disappeared. We need a caution because we have no clue where he was. Yeah, that's fantastic as well. As Cody Herron to the lead, and he was backing the car up so hard in the corner, he backed into the wall in turns 1 and 2, but he was able to gather it back up. He was working that back around there. Definitely, got the better part of that one. So, Cody Herron, your current race leader, kind of curious at the moment who it's going to score as the current race leader, because when that caution came out, Cody Herron was backed up against the wall and Brandon Bolton drove under him. So from what I'm seeing as far as this pacing goes, it looks like Cody Herron's going to remain your leader, but iRacing has had some issues where the guy on the top side, on the outside of the track, was definitely behind as far as what you could see as far as the visual aspect goes, but the scoring loop in the center or on that corner was allowing the guy that was on the outside back to the front of the guy that was on the inside. But it didn't really make sense because of the shorter way around the track, but that's about the only thing I could figure. So iRacing's scoring loop a little weird, but surprised that it's allowing the 92 of Cody Herron out front.
Yeah, kind of a different story. A different story there tonight is the number 92 machine of Cody Herron. I'm not sure as Bolden was your current race leader. 27 of Mike Vanagan did make his way down to pit road, so unfortunate for the 27. Going to have to go down there and get repairs done to that machine. Looks like iRacing.com pace truck, the safety truck, going to stay out in the speedway at least one more time before we go back to green flag racing. Maybe just stay the throttle a little bit longer here and try to keep these guys at bay, as it looks like he may be able to dive off this time there as he comes down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. He's going to indeed dive off. It's Herron and Bolton, DeVolder, and Ely. That is your top 4. Green flag going to be out in the air. The 19 already way down to the bottom. DeVolder trying to make something happen early. Almost a jump start there by the number 19 machine, but he's able to keep it at bay. Does not make up any positions. So he's right there, tucking down to the bottom side. Here comes Joshua Ely into the middle of the speedway. And that 09 machine, Tyler Walton, is 5th. Contact made between Ely and Walton. Some more banging going on. Yellow flag's going to fly, but it wasn't for Ely and it wasn't for Walton.
Yeah, that caution looks like it's going to fly for the 73 of Andy Jones. It looked like he was in turn 1. Definitely part of that contact that happened in the back there. He got a little loose and crossed up on the exit of turn 4, and looked like the 07 machine kind of Jack Ritz got into him a little bit. You know, just short track racing, it's hard to get somewhere to go, and he stayed. You know, I commend the 73 machine of Andy Jones for staying off of the 331 as best as he could. Definitely in that situation. Unfortunately, he was just in a bad spot where he was going to get turned around, and you know, for avoiding the rest of the field while he was rolling backwards down the front stretch. So, you know, it's not like he could turn around and see where he's going in these cars. So, nice trailering there.
Yeah, definitely is just watching these guys, watching to see what they're doing. We're on lap 36 of 100. Sorry for the lack of numbers here on the scrolling screen. Forgot to install some software, as the other producer here for Full Velocity Racing Network has made it aware to me. So you're not seeing some of the number fonts there, so we'll work on that one as we're starting to get this transition back in paired for Full Velocity Racing Network. You're getting ready to go back to green flag racing off of turn number 4. It is Bolton here, single file, green flag back in the air, and we're racing here. The number 92 machine running in that second spot. Third is the number 19 machine of DeVolder. The 38, Tyler Walton, as I wanted to say, can't spit it out. Need to smack myself in the head once in a while. But Walton running in that 4th spot. 5th is the 09 of Ely. Ely back down to the bottom as the 19 makes some contact, making the love to the outside wall. That's not what he wants to do. DeVolder trying to get his spot back, but Tyler Walton drop kicks him back to 4th. Walton to 3rd.
Yeah, following under caution here one more time. The 19 machine of DeVolder got into the outside wall, allowed the 38 machine to get by him, so that's going to put the 38 machine of Tyler Walton to 3rd place. So seeing a couple of things happening here. Attrition definitely going through this race here. Let's see if we can figure out what happened with that last caution. I didn't see anything that appeared to have a caution, so looking here, and we did have somebody go darting off the track. It looked like, see if I can figure out who that was. That's going to be the 199 of Jamison Colbridge is going to bring out this caution. Looked like he drove hard up into the cushion, and that car, he might have, a little bit of net code, might have snagged the back of the 1 machine of James Mead is going to be the reason, because it just kicked sideways for no reason whatsoever, and he drove it to the apron. But the fact he got sideways looks like that's going to bring out this yellow flag.
As the field is restacked and repacked here, single file away to the land off of turn number 4. We're going to fire, light the wick off of turn 4. The Big Dog 100 back underway. The 38 of Walton down to the bottom side. 4 wide for the lead there momentarily as DeVolder was down onto the bottom side. But Walton running in that third spot in the number 38 machine. He's come from a long ways towards the middle portion of the field here early on in the going. As we're on lap 42 of 100, we still got 57 laps to go. But as the 124 of Brandon Bolton, Cordy Herring, and then you got Tyler Walton rounding out your top 3. Fourth right now is Shane DeVolder, and Joshua Ely rounds out your top 5. Fantastic racing, but it's starting to look a little single file up to towards the top side of the speedway, as that is where the cushion is, and that's where the fastest way around is.
Yeah, definitely. A couple of these guys could probably work at the bottom if they really put their mind to it and got the patience on it. Top side definitely holding momentum currently. We'll see how much longer that top side's going to hold momentum. I'd say give it about 15 laps or so, and we'll see guys back on the bottom trying to run that back in. As we're seeing some guys jump the cushion, so patience definitely a factor. Figuring out how to get into these corners here. The 124, as you said, Brandon Bolton out front in the lead. Cody Herring currently running in that second spot. Everything's kind of kosher here as far as you guys not battling for position, but we got a couple of battles way back in the back. It looked like a couple of guys trying to run the middle and through the corner and see if they can do anything with it. Let's see if we can find one of those battles here real quick to watch. And looking back here, looks like the 13 machine, I think, is what we decided the 25 is. He's definitely working his way through the bottom back, see if he can get back up front. We haven't fallen under caution here. He was trying to work his way under the 15 machine, and the 15 of Caleb Ramsey. So that battle is going to get ice cold here as we go under caution one more time. Let's see if we can get you the information on what happened there. Looks like that might have involved the 3 of Duval. He is pulled down to pit road here and got some damage fixed. So see if we can figure out what happened here. Is like some hard racing so far from what I can see, and he was holding it down there. He might have gotten to the wall or something, might have brought him down pit road, or he might have got loose and pulled down, and that's what caused the caution. I'm not seeing much of anything else that would have brought that out. So as we are halfway on this race, halfway and 1 to green. So green flag getting ready to come back out here is the iRacing.com official pace truck going to work its way down the backstretch of this Limaland Motorsports Park. Still a great race going on here throughout the field. So we're about to see what's going to happen in the next 50 laps of this race. Is 49 now. So working lap 51. So leader coming here should be lap 52 this time by. And we are green flag racing here back at the Limaland Motorsports Park with the 124 Brandon Bolton still out front.
Yeah, Brandon Bolton right now out front with the lead in the 124 machine. The 92 right now running in that second spot. That's Cody Herring. Tyler Walton running for 3. Fourth right now is the number 19 is Shane DeVolder.
Yeah, you got the Bolton still out front leading. Cody Herring in second. Tyler Walton's going to hold on to that third position. And looking behind him now, we're going to swap some positions here. Tyler Walton going to try and take over second from the 92 of Herring. So we got Tyler Walton going to hold on to that second spot. Now he's made his way around Cody Herring, and the 19 machine going to try and work his way under the 92 machine. But if he can, I don't know if I would let go of that slide job move or not, because the 19 machine is coming fast, and on the charges, the 92 machine of Herring's going to get in the wall a little bit. That's going to allow the 19 machine of Shane DeVolder to get back to the third position here. And we are getting into the closing laps. This one's we have, it's like 44 laps to go here at the Limaland Motorsports Park. And we are going to continue on here. Contact going on a couple places around the field here, but definitely it's Limaland Motorsports Park is coming to life on that top shelf. It looks like we're going to have maybe a caution here as we got cars stopped on the front stretch.
Contact made. Yeah, contact made between what seems to be the number 6S out there, Chris Lowen, and the 16 here on our screen. So we're going to go back here and watch the contact made between himself and Joshua Ely. Ely goes around in the 09 machine, and man, we got our first turtle, like you said, of the evening. As Ely goes for a ride, backs it up into the wall, and easy up and over on his lid. And tough break for Joshua Ely as he was running real good, and not sure what went on between himself and that number 6 machine, the 6S here on the screen of Chris Lowen.
Yeah, that definitely turtle for sure, and I hate to see that for somebody, especially here in such a great race, and being 60 laps in, you're doing fairly decent running the position they were in, and all of a sudden you get a little bit of hard racing and nowhere to go, and back into the wall and up and over, nice and easy, nice rollover. Unfortunately, that'll probably put an end to his night. Joshua Ely to the trailer, so we're going to be 1 to green here and get ready to go green flag racing here once again at the Limaland Motorsports Park. And the 124 Brandon Bolton's still going to be your leader, and he's going to bring them down nice and slow here, single file to the green flag. A couple guys getting a little impatient, jumping out of the line a little bit. Tyler Walton to the bottom of the 124 in turns 1 and 2. Walton pulls to the high side. Slide job move has been in place. The 124 Bolton going to slide back. He's going to do a nice little slider coming through 3 and 4, and we're going to have Tyler Walton to the lead, 3 wide for 3rd, 4th, and 5th behind them as these battles are starting to heat up and get intense. 19 machine to the high side, 92 in the middle, and the 6S to the inside. So you're going to have another slider by Bolton, and Tyler Walton with the crossover. He's going to take back the lead. And it is what a battle up front, as we have got an outstanding battle going on here from 1st through 6th.
Definitely a fantastic battle going on there. Is that now here comes the 124. Bolton back down to the bottom side, trying to use a high-low maneuver. The switch maneuver here, slide job here in front of Walton, but he makes a contact with the wall a little bit too hard. That leaves the door wide open for Shane DeVolder. DeVolder now goes to the 2nd spot, so these guys are going to exchange sliders of their own. The 124, the number 19, Tyler Walton in the top spot. And that D1RT sponsored machine. Walton right now got about 2 car lengths over the 124 of Bolton. Herron's running in that 3rd spot. DeVolder for 4. 5th is Chris Lowen aboard the 6S machine. The number 20 machine running in the 6th position and doing a fantastic job just trying to stay up in the top part of the speedway. Dustin Hall and Zach McSwain also inside the top 10. Caleb Ramsey. These guys having fantastic battles throughout the whole field, and you're watching these guys make contact with the right rear of their car, the right rear tire, to the wall, and that's where they're trying to find that extra moisture up on the top shelf of the speedway in that cushion that's been built up, and that's what's going on here. Is more contact being made between the 19 and the 92 here, going down the front straightaway.
Yeah, I tell you what, Lock 16 Steakhouse usually does the catering for this speedway, but I tell you what, White Castle is serving sliders tonight, and we are serving some crossovers as well. As the 38 machine of Tyler Walton is in the lead, but the 124 of Brandon Bolton going to throw another slider, and Tyler Walton's going to combat it one more time on the high side, and they are just going at it door to door, left and right, throwing sliders, crossovers, you name it. We're serving it up here tonight at the Limaland Motorsports Park, and Tyler Walton looks like he may have an advantage currently at the moment as he's starting to pull away from Brandon Bolton, but Bolton is not going to go away easy as he's about to throw another slider and another crossover by Walton back to the lead. As this race is heated up so much, I guarantee you those tires got to be starting to get a little slippery right now. I mean, they are all over this track on the high side from the bottom, trying to get whatever they can, trying to find that moisture, that grip, that little bit of advantage. And Bolton looks like he's going to slide back a little bit, but running that high side is going to allow him to get that momentum to get back to the 38 of Tyler Walton. But I tell you what, the 124 Brandon Bolton giving it everything he's got, but it just looks like he's going to give it 100%, as Tyler Walton's at 138% right now. So definitely looks like they've switched positions there a little bit. And I don't know, Brandon Bolton trying to battle back on the inside, and it's just a battle of the corners here to see who's going to do what here within the closing laps of this one. Right now we've got 25 laps to go. Brandon Bolton to the bottom, Tyler Walton to the high side. Tyler Walton going to prevail one more time as Bolton checked up just a little bit to give Walton the high side off of like turn number 2 there. Went off turn number 4 this time by Bolton with another slider and Walton with another crossover. I mean, these guys are just serving it up here in front for this lead. We've had 9 lead changes in this race, but I'm pretty sure they tracks it by drivers here as far as individual leaders, but from what I'm seeing here, these guys just keep crossing it up and changing it over. This lead change has probably happened maybe 20-30 times in the past 28 laps. These guys have been going at it. See, here it is again. We're gonna have Boulder to the outside with that nice slider, and the 38 of Walton with the crossover, and just a fantastic battle between these guys, give and take. And these guys are doing a lot of give and a whole lot of take. It looks like that's going to end right here. Is Bolton thought he was going to be clear, and Tyler Walton cutting him off just a little bit. And I mean, there's nowhere else he could have went, as they got a little bit of contact, and Walton going to be back to the outside, and that's going to allow Bolton to throw another slider here going through turns 3 and 4, and Walton being patient with the crossover is going to clear him one more time, and we are going to swap it up again, and Bolton going to drive up to the door. He's going to have to check up a little bit. We're going to have a little bit of netcode issue here as we're going to lose Walton here on lap 81. We're going to see if he's going to come back here. No clue where Walton's at currently on the racetrack, and I'm looking for iRacing to throw a caution to figure out what happened to him, but he may have... I don't know what's going to happen here. I honestly have no clue where the 38 machine of Walton went. And currently, right now, Brandon Bolton is going to be your leader, and Walton may have just lost this race due to a networking issue on his end, and we are going to fall under caution here. Not sure where the 38 machine is at as I'm looking through the grid, and I'm not seeing him currently right now with 18 laps left in this A-Main race at the A-Main race here, the Big Dog 100. We've got in first your 124 machine of Brandon Bolton. Currently running in the second position is the 19 of Shane DeVolder. Third belongs to Jamison Colbridge in the 199. After his early issue, he has battled back to the third spot. Tyler Walton has manually disconnected and parked his car on the trailer, and he is out for the night. Just seen that pop up, so unfortunately for him. So he might have inked out with incident points as far as so losing him due to that. So definitely the wall ending his night early. So unfortunately for him, I thought he had a netcode issue, but apparently the wall says, sorry, your night's over. But back to the grid here, the 92 machine of Cody Herron is currently in fourth. Rounding out your top 5 currently is the number 20 of Zach McSwain. Sixth place currently belongs to the 331 of Dustin Hall. Seventh place running currently is Jack Wrights in the 07. And eighth place is the 13 of Todd Frolick. Right now, the 9th place machine is J. Darren Literal in the 68. And rounding out your top 10 is James Mead. Currently still running on the Speedway in 11th is Eric Tupper in the 115, just outside the top 10, so he's looking in. We're going to be green flag racing here one more time as the 124 machine, as Brandon Bolton's going to run the high side going down into 1 and 2. He's going to have to cross up the 19 machine of Shane DeVolder. Shane DeVolder threw a slide job going into 1 and 2. So the 124 machine is going to throw a slider back and then crossover by the 19. The 199 is trying to sneak by on the bottom as those guys are battling up top. So Jamison Colbridge saying, hey guys, I'm down here. I'm watching this battle. I'm going to try and take it from you without you seeing me. So he's trying to play the sniper suit down there on the bottom, trying to sneak by, but he's going to lose some ground there. Looks like the corner of 3 and 4 a little slicker than that. So we got a new leader of Shane DeVolder back to the lead. So lead change number 11 here at the Big Dog 100 with just shy of coming to 10 to go right now. So 10 to go this time by. So Shane DeVolder 10 to go, but he's got Brandon Bolton heavily contesting him to the rear of his machine as Brandon Bolton with the slider through turns 3 and 4. Crossover by Shane DeVolder, and Shane DeVolder is going to lead lap 90 to lap 91.
Yeah, DeVolder right now in the top spot in the number 19 machine. The 199 of Jamison Colbridge, he was able to bring a lot of good stuff coming through the field. I'm going to tell you, he's been working over the bottom side of the 199 machine. Remember, he was up in the second spot here early on in the going, so that long green flag run played right into his hands in that 199 machine, coming all the way back from the tail up to the third spot. So Colbridge, we wonder if he's going to run out of momentum there in that 199 machine, but it is DeVolder right now with their race leading the number 19 machine. The 124 Bolton looking for a way around him. The 20 of Zach McSwain running in fourth. Cody Herron in the fifth spot in the number 92 machine. A little bit of contact made between the top two drivers. That's going to allow Colbridge and McSwain back into the fray here up front for the top spot as we come across the line. We got 6 more laps remaining here at the Big Dog 100 Limaland Motorsports Park, Lima, Ohio. Fantastic race going on here for Full Velocity Racing Network, and these guys up on the top shelf of the speedway just beating that cushion down here as we have a handful of laps. 5 laps remain.
Yeah, 5 laps remain on the 19 machine. Shane DeVolder's night coming to an end as he just inked out going through turns 1 and 2. He has hit that 17 incident mark. Unfortunately for him, he was in a paid spot within 5 to go. Top 3 drivers getting a payout here tonight. Brandon Bolton's still going to continue to be your leader. That's going to hand the second spot over to Jamison Colbridge. Zach McSwain had to get out of it, slid him to third. Cody Herron, same thing, had to slide out of it, slid back to fourth. So the top 4 changing very quickly here. And we are coming to 3, going to be 2 to go this time by for your leader, the 124 of Brandon Bolton. And we're going to fall under caution. This race is going to be over here as we've got 2 laps to go. This race going to end under caution. It looks like Brandon Bolton's going to be your first place finisher as long as he can stay without inking out here. I don't know what his incident points may be. That's going to play a role. Maybe if somebody gets bumped or something, may put them out of this one. I don't know how the Dirt Series team would handle that. I'm sure it would be fair and pretty precise on how they do it, but right now would be a terrible time for something like that to happen. But you can't rule it out when something goes under caution like this, because it brings everybody back close, and even a small netcode issue could bump somebody out of a paid spot. But definitely Brandon Bolton, Jamison Colbridge in second, Zach McSwain in third. I believe those are your top 3 paid drivers as far as this results is going to roll out. Definitely these guys put on one well of a show here at the Big Dog 100. I had a blast sitting here announcing it here in the booth alongside of Todd Stanton, so it's always a pleasure being here in the booth with either whether it's Phil or Todd. But a great night here at the Big Dog 100 with Dirt Series is we're going to have the 124 Brandon Bolton unofficial right now as far as I know, and we'll get the official here shortly from Dirt Series, who we're going to catch up with here at the end of this in our post-race show to see who we're going to interview. It looks like officially we're going to have the 124 of Brandon Bolton, your race winner, Jamison Colbridge in second in the 199, and third will be Zach McSwain in the number 20. Your top 3 drivers that are going to be paid here tonight is I'm going to call this official, as they have pulled them down to the front stretch for interview time.
Definitely, as we get ready to pull these guys down here into our communications, as Ron Pyle is going to run down here and pick up third of McSwain in second place running Jason Colbridge. So we're going through here, just getting these guys aligned here, restacked and repacked here, so we can get ready for these guys and their interviews here tonight. And it's unfortunate for some things that happen here this evening. Is eye inking out, as you would say, is that's an unfortunate way to end their night. And just looking here for Zach to see if we can find. Yep, we got Zach down here. So we're gonna get words, and I think Ron has finally caught up with the third place finisher here tonight, driver of the number 20.
Yeah, I got the driver number 20, Zach McSwain down here, driver of the Dark Horse Motorsports machine out of Gaffney, South Carolina, making his trip all the way out here to the Limaland Motorsports Park in Lima, Ohio. I want to congratulate you on your third place podium finish here tonight. Definitely made a heck of a run at it here. Coming, it was a great night here for racing, and moved up 2 spots here in the feature, so improvement's always good. So why don't you walk us through how your night went here at the Limaland Motorsports Park here for the Big Dog 100.
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We got a copy.
Yeah, I just tried to figure the top was going to be okay. I wasn't too good on the bottom, so I just tried to stay up top and stay out of trouble. Ain't too bad. I've only been on the game for 4 weeks. Just got to thank my buddy Blake Murray for helping me out a lot. Dark Horse Motorsports for picking me up, and just try to show out for them boys.
And well, you definitely did that, and you represented them well here. Definitely coming in here and Tech being as tough as they were tonight, and shutting the door on you guys as far as the rules went and everything, getting everything taken care of as far as getting cars to the track and all that good stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and toss the microphone back to you. And you said you thanked a couple of guys there. Have you go ahead and give it one more round there as we congratulate you on your third place podium finish here at Limaland Motorsports Park.
Yes, sir. Thank you for putting the race on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Zach McSwain, your third place finisher here at the Limaland Motorsports Park for the Big Dog 100. So now I believe we're going to have the 199 machine of Jamison Colbridge here. And down here we're going to interview him and see what his opinion was on tonight's race out of the Chillicothe, Ohio driver. CNC Racing Designs, Dirt Series Full Velocity Racing Network, iRacing iFlag machine here, the number 199, Jamison Colbridge. How about you walk us through your night and tell us how you made this podium finish from the back? I mean, you drove up to the field there. Give us a little insight on how you made that happen.
Everyone, that was bad luck on my end, man. I lost the lead there on the initial, and then fell back, got caught up, spun, caught up, and then we got a good run in, and I was able to run where no one else was running, right around them tires, man, and trying to keep it clean. I got into Tyler there in heat race, which that was an accident. Don't race like that, but it was fun. I wish I had a little bit more time for Brandon.
Yeah, most definitely. You guys put on one heck of a show out there. It was definitely fun for us to watch. Probably about as fun as it was for you guys on the track. Attrition definitely played a role in tonight's race. Definitely seeing a lot of guys that were. I think the wall played a lot of role in some of the guys losing their spots. But it comes down to luck of the draw, and some people have it, some have bad luck. But there's always another night and another track and another surface to play on. But congratulations on your second place finish tonight. You definitely made one well of a comeback and kept an eye on it there, and it was duly noted when we noticed you click your way back into the top 5. So I'm gonna toss the microphone back to you again. Want to give you a chance to thank everybody who supported you and got you here into this podium finish tonight here at the Limaland Motorsports Park Big Dog 100.
First of all, I want to thank you guys at Full Velocity Racing Network. Sorry, I gotta get used to that. CNC Racing Designs. It's my personal company. Dirt Series, Josh, Andy, Earl, all the admins that get this thing going. It's good to be a part of them. iRacing iFlag, a new partner for me.
Right on, yeah, definitely iRacing iFlag, a good partner. The Full Velocity Racing Network brand, it's still sparkly, shiny, brand new. You can still stare at that sign and just act like just be mesmerized. All the glitter and everything that the shine that it puts off. We're still getting used to it ourselves, so not no biggie there. It's definitely something that we're enjoying as well, having that out there. And iRacing iFlag, like you said, I run their stuff too, and it's top of the line. Get with Jeff Brown, he'll set you up, get everything going for you. Definitely a good, great person to know as well. So congratulations on your second place finish there, Jameson. We'll let you go celebrate with your team on that income for the night, and we'll see. I think Todd Stanton may have your winner, Brandon Bolton, here. Maybe down victory lane with him. I believe he might have caught up to him.
Yes, indeed. I am down here in victory lane with the Elite Chassis driver 124, Brandon Bolton, taking down the victory here tonight. And Brandon, you had a lot of challenges early there, and they were pretty often. I'm going to tell you, between Tyler Walton, you had Jamison Colbridge there early, then you had him coming back as of late. But you were able to take down the victory. Tell us how you did it here in the Big Dog 100.
Man, probably just a whole lot of luck to actually stay out of the wall like that. I feel terrible. Me and Tyler were having a hell of a battle there, and he just disappeared. And they told me after the race it was incident points. He was probably a lot faster than I was, but I mean, that's just the way it goes sometimes.
And definitely having a fantastic battle with those guys up there. And man, you were exchanging sliders. How difficult is it to keep on your A game when you see another car keep coming back across you? You have to set them back up. How much thought goes into that? I know, being a dirt track racer of my own at the local track, I know there's not a lot of thought, but a lot of luck in some of those sliders.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what a lot of people bash on the mirror on this game, but I mean, I'd use it to make sure I'm clear. I don't like running over nobody, and I slid across his nose the one lap, and I felt terrible about that. And then I guess he got in the wall or whatever happened with him.
Yeah, but taking down the victory here tonight, it's the Big Dog 100 with a pocket full of dough you're going to go home with here tonight. It's not a lot of money, but it is something here tonight to take down a victory here at dirt-series.com and the Big Dog 100. But I'm going to give you the microphone. The floor is all yours, Brandon. Thank whoever would like to thank here this evening.
I just got to thank everybody at Team DSR, Colton Jones, Austin Friedman, Nicholas O'Lame, my buddy Chris Webster, just all those guys. We get on here, mess around a little bit, and it was nothing serious until I started running these money races, and them guys help a lot, and then just all my other buddies too. I mean, they helped me on this game, and they put a lot of faith in me on a video game. So I mean, that's pretty cool to have all my real life buddies that drive get behind me like that. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely have to agree with you. As I had to take the other turn, I didn't get a chance. I drove for a little bit, then I became an announcer here for Full Velocity Racing Network. But again, congratulations, Brandon, taking home a win here, and it's fantastic. You can go back and review it anytime you want to. And man, you have a little bit of cash. It's always nice to have that, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I just bought this wheel, and that'll help pay for it a little bit.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up tonight's feature win here at the Big Dog 100 Limaland Motorsports Park in Lima, Ohio. Driver of the 124, the Elite Chassis sponsor machine, Brandon Bolton.
Appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a good night.
All right, Ron, is Brandon now going to go party it out there with the money, pay for the wheel that he had going on there. Cannot wait. As you see on the left-hand side of the screen, the A-Main finishing order here for the night. 20 cars making the A-Main here tonight. And just take a look at all the drivers here. And yet, some of them were out here towards the end of that one. They did ink out, unfortunately, some of them. It's difficult sometimes at a short track, especially like a track like Limaland, to stay out of one another. But it does make for better driving here. And it does make for these guys to be more aware of their surroundings with the incident point system here on iRacing. But fantastic show here for the Big Dog 100. Dirt Series always puts on a great show here on Full Velocity Racing Network.
That they do, and I enjoy coming out here and announcing and being able to commentate for their show. And like you said, 20 drivers come out here to do battle here at the Limaland Motorsports Park, and unfortunately, only one of them taking away the big check, and two of them had decent sized checks to follow, but probably not the one they wanted. But they're not going to be picky or be choosy, as they're going to take what they can get as the top three rolling out of here with a check in their name here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. As we conclude tonight's ceremonies here with the Big Dog 100, got to thank everybody for being involved here with Full Velocity Racing Network and all of our great sponsors that come aboard here. CNC Race Designs, you got Evil One Graphics, you got Spotify Firearms, Dirt-Series.com, you got Charles Wooten out there, and Ron Piles, of course, the announcer. He's put in some time and effort here at Full Velocity Racing Network. Phil and Jack, who is off doing a simulcast broadcast over at the Hobo Racing League on the NASCAR 2003 side of things. Charles has also been doing broadcasts tonight, and he's also got one at 11:30 Eastern here tonight. So if you guys want to stick around and watch that one here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, Charles will have another race here for us a little bit later. So if you're bored, make sure you tune in to Full Velocity Racing Network. We've always got some great things going on. But again, got to thank our great sponsors, all the fans out there on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Without you guys, I tell you what, we probably wouldn't be doing it here. But we're making some leaps and bounds here in the community, in the iRacing community, NASCAR 2003 community, and a lot more great things to come here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. But until tomorrow night, I won't be back tomorrow night. I believe Phil and Jack will be on the call over the Sim Racing Ethics. I am in between moves. You will see me back online here on Sunday night with the Full Velocity Racing Network. But make sure you stay in tune. We have a lot of changes, logo changes, different things going on. Stay in tune as this transition continues here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. And I'm proud to be a part of it. I know Ron is, and I know Phil is. But till next time, I'm Todd Stanton signing off. Have a good night here from Limaland Motorsports Park, and we'll see you next time
On Full Velocity Racing Network.
As Ron steals my idea. Good night!